Hey guys, John Prevost here with whistlebiz.com. Hope you're doing well. Well, this is Thursday. This is our fourth day of the launch, and things have been great. And lots of great feedback. And I've asked for feedback, and now it's coming in droves, and that's fantastic. It helps me. So certainly appreciate that, and appreciate all the enthusiasm out there. This week we've talked a little bit about laying down a foundation of what culture is and what culture isn't in an organization. And now I want to kind of talk about where we are heading as far as breaking down those values and being able to understand what the universal values, what the most undervalued values are out there, and how are we going to go about that. So basically, instead of me trying to sit on my perch and pontificate about all these wonderful undervalued values out there, that are way up in the clouds, I suggest that we take a step back and talk a little bit about what our perfect employee is, or really what it would mean for us to be a perfect employee. What are the qualities that are involved with that individual? What do they have? So I have a list, and I think it's pretty comprehensive, and I think they're all universal. So this is your chance to challenge me on any of these. I think the person is fiercely compassionate. I think the person is innovative. Is a communicator, committed to communication, empowered, cross-functional, trustworthy, and growth-oriented. Let's say that's our perfect employee, and let's name him Paul. I think if we look at these qualities of Paul, the ones I just listed off, and don't worry, you don't have to remember them all, they're going to be on the website. If we look at all those qualities, I think we can have a better look going back to the values that instilled those qualities in him. So if we kind of backward engineer Paul, or if we try to figure out what makes Paul tick, what makes him such a wonderful employee, then hopefully it'll show we can walk it back to the values that inspired how amazing it was. And this isn't, it sounds a little bit weird, I think, going from the qualities back, going from the micro to the macro, but actually this is very common practice with a lot of startups. What they do is hopefully they have an inspiring leader, and he can interview folks and profile them, and then find the right people that he feels on a gut level are right for his organization, for his new company. He'll bring them in, and then later he'll come up with the core values, like, what was I thinking when I brought all these guys in, and be able to actually figure out the qualities that really were there. So all we're doing is looking at those qualities and walking them back to the values that we should value the most. So the challenge for the day is twofold. Number one is to challenge my list. My list, again, is passionate, communicator, innovative, empowered, cross-functional, trustworthy, and growth-oriented employee. That's Paul. Those are our 7. He's our perfect employee. I'm going to say all of those are universal things that we want in any company out of our employee. And number 2, what don't I have on this list that needs to be on the list? What are a universal quality that we can all agree on to be able to walk back, to be able to see what the value was that instilled that quality into the employee? So those are the 2 main challenges there. And that's how we're going to head next week. We're going to start looking at each one of these qualities individually and being able to figure out what were the values that instilled that. So until then, look forward to your feedback. Thanks. Bye.